Well, thank you for the opportunity to add my thoughts around the connected fleet. My name is Damian Penney from Lytx, and today I wanted to share some thoughts on the connected fleet, specifically on how it relates to safety on the road. Before we begin, let's just review some basics as it relates to data itself. So when it comes to accessing data, scale really matters. To get any meaningful insight, you need access to millions of vehicles moving every day, capturing activity data across billions of miles of road on a global scale. And this seems pretty daunting and difficult to comprehend. And therefore, the question arises of how can one company get access to this size of data pool? How can a fleet only operating in, say, the UK or in say, Spain or just inside Germany gain this access? And often seen as more important, alongside scale, is value. If you had access, what benefits would you gain? What nuggets of data would enable you to make a difference to your productivity, your bottom line, and your driver safety? What value could you add to your business by accessing this data? Because otherwise, it just becomes another data repository that has potential but offers very little in practical terms. So based on those two concepts, scale and value, I wanted to position how safety data may be one of the first areas to provide the value for any size of fleet around the world. At Lytx, we believe that no commercial driver could ever be the fault of a collision, and our passion is saving lives on the roadways. And we do that through the development of video-based technology designed to prevent incidents from occurring in the first place. Therefore, Lytx and increasingly more and more organisations across Europe are looking to find ways of using safety data to ensure that the driver gets home safe every night. Now, there's two types of data and two types of safety data that are available today. The first is reactive safety data, data that happened in the past and is based on the old triggers of G-force, GPS, and our acceleration, harsh braking, speeding type triggers. These show you what happened, often not showing you why, but show you what happened, but it's too late to do anything except try and get the video as soon as possible to help with the claims and to coach the driver. Ultimately, it's reflective and in the past, but it's after the fact. The second is data about behaviours that may lead to these G-force events taking place. This data helps the driver and the manager change behaviour ahead of anything happening. And this data is captured by machine vision, artificial intelligence capabilities, and becomes a tool to the driver and manager to prevent things from happening in the first place. It addresses risk in the moment, in real time, and leads to a significant reduction in the collision incidents that can occur. Now imagine combining these two types of data and enriching it with other environmental data, congestion, weather, construction, known hotspots. How much value would that bring? For instance, the insurance industry, if they could identify risk taking place before an incident occurs, it would help them reduce claims, it would help them bring down premiums and eradicate the need for first notification of loss type systems. If a driver is made aware, for example, of an incident 5 minutes before they enter that red zone, because other vehicles that are part of a network are already indicating the risk is happening, how would that impact their decision process? Where would they go? If a fleet manager could look at the risk on the roads on that particular morning and reroute accordingly, improving the delivery times, but also the driver's safety, would that be valuable? And of course, if we could save one life because of the insights that we're getting from this data, and that surely is everybody's goal. But what is needed to make this really work? Well, it requires collaboration. It requires co-opetition from all players in the market. It requires government to look beyond regulation and GDPR and think of the value of safety to the individual over privacy. However, The global safety community is starting to become a reality. At a fleet, country, and regional level, companies are coming together now to create a network with the goal of sharing safety data. This process starts small with the access to this data across your own fleets, but it is still very valuable. Both initiatives are underway to expand this across regions within organizations such as Lytx, such as the IRU, lobbying for more collaboration to take place, working with the largest in the industry to begin to create the global safety community. So my challenge to everyone who is listening here is to do this, is to get in touch, to get involved and speak to us. It's early days, but the demand is rapidly growing to connect all fleets and share safety data for the greater good. I look forward to speaking to you. Thank you.